Guys, the last couple of hours I calculated and researched and thought logically, but also in terms of engineering, and I came to the conclusion that in 2022 Virgin Galactic stock can either be $66 or $841. I will show you a whole calculation how the space tourism business can look like, and we will dive into some very, very deep calculations, so stay tuned. Okay, let me give you just an first example how to come to those numbers. So first of all, you need to imagine the main business in 2022 will be the space tourism business, okay? It's very hard to estimate the number of costs they will have on the way or how the operation costs will look like. And I think in 2022, it's the year where the operation really start to pick up. So therefore I took this year and I took this business part and I created somehow a valuation that is easy for understanding for all of you guys. Doesn't matter if you're a very experienced investor or you are a beginner. You will totally understand step by step what I think it could look like. That's why I'm super happy to share this with you, so stay tuned. And maybe if you like this channel and if you want to have more than just the live streams and the daily vlogs, make sure to press the join button below all my videos. You can get access to the most smart investing community out there. You have maybe also one-on-one, depending on your choice, right? You can choose to support the channel only, you can choose to be part of the Discord community, or you can even have one-on-one with me. So stay tuned and press the join button for more information. Now, before diving into the calculation, I want to share with you another piece of information that is important. So I thought about, okay, what is the number of airplanes, how many passengers they can fly, how many operation days they could be, you know, between weekends and public holidays and so on. We will look into the PS ratios of other innovators and therefore, you know, create a way to the real calculation, how much value the market cap can be, and also from that, how much shares are outstanding, and therefore knowing how much we can expect Virgin Galactic, this space stock, can be in 2022. Very exciting. Let's dive in. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look into the price per ticket. As you know, the price per ticket was advertised between, you know, 250,000 and 300,000. I think to really milk the cow, we will look into a price still in 2022 for 300,000. This is, let's say, maybe the last time when they can offer this price. And then obviously we know that passengers per flight is 6. I did it, you know, not that much of aggressive. So as you can see, you know, I believe that there will be for sure aircrafts with more than just 6 passengers. And you know, but however, I took the 6 as we know it from now on, and this is a turnover per flight of $1.8 million. Now I think realistically in 2022 the flights per day could be about 2 per day. I mean, if you think about it, you know, the whole working day has about 8 hours. And I think, you know, within this 8 hours, when they start very early in the morning, they can really put 2 flights into the schedule without any problem if they have the needed, you know, capacity at the airport where they have, you know, their airplanes, the crew and everybody. So I think 2 flights per aircraft per day is really realistic. And then I think by 2022 they will have much more than just 3 aircraft, but you also have to consider that 1 aircraft is always in maintenance or for spare or whatsoever. So as you can see, 3 aircraft operational, 2 flights per day, that's about 36 passengers per day that I believe could be the normal Virgin Galactic day. Now that's about $10.8 million of revenue, quite a bit of revenue. And then if you look into the operational days, you have to think about, okay, what could be the operational day? You can say, they work every day, like a normal amusement park or whatsoever, especially on public holidays, there will be much more traffic. But you have to also consider, there will be some off days for maintenance and so on. So I just calculated that we will have 251 working days. This is the official number of working days in the US on 2022. So this means this is already all the 365 days in a year, but deducted the obviously weekends as well as public holiday. So we will have then a yearly turnover of $2.7 billion, and then you can see this profit margin was calculated by 60%, which was always communicated by Shamas. He mentioned also sometimes in some interviews of 70%. So I guess, as you can see, I will take now 60%. That's about $1.6 billion gross profit per year in 2022, only from the space tourism part. Okay, so this is important. I don't know, it's very hard to estimate the operations. This, we can estimate most probably towards the end of the year, where we have more information how the costs dropped, or we will know this maybe more when we are in 2021, for example. So then we are looking into 9,036 passengers per year, guys. And what is funny about that is, you remember how many interested people were already registered a year before with Virgin Galactic, where everyone could put some interest who saw the price. It was about 8,000, and I think that's just very, very much the tip of the iceberg here. I think once the service is ongoing, once we have the free marketing and so on and so forth, then we will see masses and masses of people that will register for this space flight, and therefore 9,000 passengers is something that I think it's totally manageable. Then let's talk about the valuation. So we have the turnover per year, $2.7 billion, and now I looked into a very simple but good measure to value the whole company, because I cannot take a PE ratio or PEG ratio. I have too less data for that, and if I would put too much interpretation into that, it would be not that professional, and also the numbers wouldn't work, and maybe we would get some crazy numbers. So I don't get into that. I wanted to take the PS ratios of other innovators, and I took some small, as you will see, and also some high, so you understand by which kind of measures the number will totally change. I didn't took the crazy PS of 32,000 of Nikola, for example, because Nikola just did $36,000 in revenue and are worth about $16 billion already. So as you can see, I was quite human into my calculation and took some realistic things that are on the market. But let's have a look. So Tesla has a PS ratio as of this recording of about 10.55. This is something that is currently, quite realistic for an innovator. By that measure, this would be then the yearly turnover. 2.7 billion times 10.55 is about $28 billion in market cap. And this would then equal, because then you have to divide it by the about approximately 2 million shares that are outstanding, and then you will have the stock price of about $143. Very nice, right? I mean, this would be a very big multiple from what we are seeing now, and since the 14 levels, this would be already the 10x, right? But let's go further, because Beyond Meat has already a 21 PS ratio. This would then equal to about a stock price of $285, because this would be a market cap of about $57 billion, which would then, would be the 10x from the stock price today, even more than 10x, right? And then we are going into some crazy levels. So Shopify, for example, you know, the innovator that is now bringing, you know, so many people into e-commerce, has a PS ratio of 60, okay? So their market cap is really 16 times what they do in revenue per year, and translated into space, this would mean that we would have a $162.6 billion market cap and a stock price of $813, which would be already very, very high. You know, therefore for reaching this kind of things, it's definitely possible, but for that you need a really good market, a market that is looking for those growth stocks. You need to have you know, the next product already in line. You don't have to have any demand problems at all or anything else that could, you know, infect the company on the short term, and then this could be definitely possible. And then we are looking into something that Amazon, a very mature company, still a growth company, they having a PS ratio of about almost 5, 4.89, and this would equal to a $13.2 billion in market cap, and this would be a share price of $66. So I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments, obviously, and let's dive now into the conclusion. So as you can see, guys, there's so many factors that will impact how Virgin Galactic will perform in the future. But as with all the growth companies, it's the question how much they can scale. And this is super important. As soon as they can build the really daily operation, like you see in amusement parks, or like you see in Dubai skydive, right? They are flying every day, hundreds of people. They have a massive operation for skydivers out there. This is one of the best you know, attractions in Dubai, and if you go to amusement parks, they are open every single day almost. So as you can see, it's all about how they can scale and how fast they can scale. They are still very in a baby phase, and that's why I love that we are so early on board. I hope you liked it. Smash that like button so it will be internet dust, and join the membership if you like. I hope you like this video. I see you tomorrow.